If you work with Unreal Engine or are thinking of getting into the Unreal Engine ecosystem, then there is one activity that you need to start doing right now, and that is claiming the limited time free assets. So every 2 weeks, some assets that are usually paid are made temporarily free. There are various reasons. Maybe the author wants to promote their work, so they make a deal with Epic Games, and then their assets get featured in this limited time free section. The important thing is that once these 2 weeks pass, the deal is gone. And if you want these assets, you will have to pay for them. But if you claim them while they are free, they stay in your library and they are free for your use forever. So there are 3 ways how you can get your hands on those freebies. The first one is in your browser. You navigate to fab.com, make sure you are signed in to your account, and then on the homepage you will probably see a banner like this which features the limited time free items. If the banner is not there, because Epic Games are promoting all sorts of stuff here, you can also navigate to the left hand side menu and click the limited time free item right here. When you click it, you see a number. It could be 3 items, it could be less, it could be more. I'm not sure if there are any rules to this, of items that used to be paid and now for a limited time can be claimed completely for free. To claim an item, you simply click on it. So I'm going to go with this Ruined Modern Buildings pack. I'm going to click on it. It's going to navigate to the listing itself. And now in the right hand side, you see that it's been discounted by 100%. So it's for free. And you can either click buy now, or you can add it to cart and then go back and add the others. So you can sort of check out at bulk. But I'm going to click buy now. So it's going to load up the store. There is nothing I need to enter, simply because, again, it's completely for free. And I'm going to click place order. There is, some terms, so you can read through them. And then once you click that you accept, it's going to load again. It's going to process for a few seconds. And now you see that it says that it's been saved in my library. So from now on, you will be able to use this asset free of charge. Of course, some of these assets have various terms of like usage and licensing, so it's always good to read through these. But this asset is available to you for free. So now I can go and view in my library. And I can see that this item is in fact available right here. Sometimes it takes a minute or two, so just wait a few seconds or a few minutes, then refresh this page and it should be here. Now, the other option that you have is to buy the item through the Epic Games launcher. So if you use that one, you can navigate to the left-hand side where it says Fab. You click Fab, and once it loads up, it's going to be exactly the same process. So as you can see, I don't have the banner showing up here, even though it's featured over there. But again, I can go to the left-hand side menu, which is always going to have this limited time free item. And then the process is exactly the same as on the website that I just showed. And then finally, you have a third option. If you do not want to deal with a browser, or if you don't want to deal with the Epic Games launcher, maybe you have your project open in front of you, you can also go through this process by opening your content drawer and then clicking on this Fab icon right in the content drawer, which is gonna open a new tab or a new window, and it's gonna open the sort of the overview of all the assets that you can get on Fab. But we don't have any promoted section or anything like this here. Maybe it is not really intended to purchase these freebies from here, but we can easily, it would be useful if we could sort of filter out these items. I'm not sure why this filtering option is not available in this all products section, but you can sort of hack it a little bit. You can navigate to any other of these sections that are here. So for example, the 3D one, which is the nearest one. And suddenly you see that in the top right section, you have a filtering or like a sorting option. So you can click on that and you want to sort by discount. So that's gonna list the most discounted percentage-wise items at the top of the list. So as you can see, we have this ruined model buildings that I have just quote unquote purchased, and we have the other one. But you maybe you remember that there were actually 3 items on the website when we checked the limited time offers. So you could either click through the other options, and I know that the third one, for example, is hidden here in the animations section. So you see that the combat magic animation, which was the third item, is in the animation section. Or you can simply go back to all products, because for some reason now this sorting is also visible and applied on this page after you have applied it previously in one of the categories. And so now you can see all 3 of the free time limited free items in this at the top of this list. We can go to the abandoned lighthouse and go through the very same process where you can either buy now, add to cart, and claim it. Now, if we go back to this banner for just a few seconds, it is important to notice it always lists the deadline by which you have to claim the freebies. So this one is coming up in a few days on the 24th of March, 9:59 a.m. Eastern time. So it's probably a good idea to like make a notification or put this in your calendar as like a recurring event, just so you remind yourself to come back every 2 weeks, because this is exactly 2 weeks every time, and make sure you always claim these assets. Even if you don't have immediate use for them, you never know, they might be useful in the future. But once the deal is gone, it's gone, and if you need them later and you didn't claim them, then you will have to pay for them. All right, I hope this was at least somewhat useful and you're gonna start growing your library from these limited time freebies. If you are on your Unreal journey, or if you're about to get started, make sure to subscribe to this channel, as I will be sharing other useful tips and some tutorials as well. So hopefully to get you started and going on your Unreal journey. Take care.